What's going on, Jerome's? Your Minnesota Vikings. It's no secret that they're looking for the quarterback of the future, Kirk Cousins, the last dance this season. And on the rooster, they don't have that guy who's going to be the future franchise dude. And obviously, they should look in the draft this year. And one of those quarterbacks is Tanner McKee, 6'6", from Stanford. And he's very Peyton Manning-esque because he's tall and wears 18. Sure. But the Vikings are indeed doing their due diligence. Darren Wolfson, KSTP Sports. One quarterback in Eagan today visiting the Vikings. I hear Stanford's Tanner McKee. McKee is all up in the building. And yeah, redshirt sophomore for the Cardinal, but is going to be 22 years old. Will be 23 for the start of the 2023 season. He's older. Served a Mormon mission in Brazil, but 6'6", 230. Former 4-star recruit from Corona, California. Went to Stanford, was a 2-year starter there, and stats were not overwhelming. Like the last couple of years have not been good for David Shaw and company before he resigned. The Cardinals' offense was Garbaggio. His guy, Michael Wilson, who I believe is going to be a stud in this league, had a lot of injury issues, and 2022 only completed 62% of his passes, 2,947 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 8 picks. That touchdown-to-interception ratio is not good. It's no bueno, but does have a sturdy frame, does have a solid arm, NFL accuracy, limited mobility, as well as pocket awareness, which could be a major issue given the Vikings' interior offensive line issues. Mechanics can be good, but they need a lot more consistency, and his release, like, it's not full-on, like, sidearm, Phillip Rivers release, but it's Phillip Rivers adjacent, yes. But working with Kevin O'Connell and Wes Phillips and O'Hara for a year behind Kirk Cousins could do some wonders. And this is LancerLineNFL.com scouting report overview. Long, tall pocket passer with better arm strength than arm talent as a passer. McKee throws with an unorthodox delivery that becomes even more irregular when he feels rushed. He can make all the NFL throws and delivers a tight spiral with good velocity on intermediate and deep throws to the field side. However, his heavy feet and lack of agility limit his effectiveness outside of the pocket and make him a magnet for pass rushers when protection becomes spotty. Well, no problem there for the Vikings. McKee clearly improved his throwing process in 2022, but he might lack the decision-making and functional mobility to make it in today's NFL. And like I saw a scouting report where he's like a 1990s quarterback. Like he's not a statue, but also he's not going to be confused for RG3 out there. Like he's not Carson Strong, but yeah, he should have been back in the 90s where you just stay in the pocket. Like, maybe his mobility is Dan Marino or Drew Bledsoe-esque. Yes, there you go. And for quarterback ranking wise, I know a lot of people have McKee as like a second-round pick. I don't necessarily see it, and I do understand the upside of a more athletic quarterback like a Richardson, like a Levis, like a Stroud, like a Bryce Young too, or Hendon Hooker or DTR or even Jaron Hall, where, hey, things break down, you can create something on your own, and you don't need perfect protection. Tanner McKee needs perfect protection at the NFL level, so I think that's a huge demerit against him, especially given the Vikings' interior offensive line situation. But, I mean, they're obviously doing the work, and maybe they find out in the draft that he's available and he's going to be the guy. Maybe the Vikings trade back in round 2 or trade up in round 2, or maybe McKee floats around till 87 in the 3rd round, and they're like, okay, even with the mobility deficiencies, there's enough there that we can work with, and we'll go from there. And also, drafting McKee day 2 would not preclude them from going after a quarterback in 2024 if they determine that he is indeed not the guy. But we'll see. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Darren Wolfson reporting that Tanner McKee is at TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill today for a top 30 visit. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Much support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.